So this piece is called Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield. It's in fact the opening theme from quite a long piece of music that lasts about 20 minutes. This is possibly the best known part because it was used as the soundtrack of a horror film called The Exorcist. There are two different variations that I've played, and you may choose to do one or the other. Both of them are tricky, but you might have a preference of which kind of tricky you want to go for. So the first one, I'm staying entirely on string 1. So I'm going to be talking about fret numbers rather than notes. So it starts. Lots of open strings, by the way. Open string 1, the note E, is played almost every other note. There are a couple of times when there are 2 fretted notes together, but mostly you're playing an open string and a fretted note and another open string. So at the start, I'm doing open, fret 5, this is with finger 1, open again, fret 7 with finger 3, open once more, and then this. So I'm doing fret 3 with finger 1, fret 5 with finger 3. And the technique is called hammer on. And if you knew that, well done. And if you didn't know that, this is what it is. I pluck the string only once, but we hear 2 notes. The first note as normal, the second note is produced by banging the finger down onto the fretboard. The name hammer on is a good name for it because that's kind of exactly what you're doing. Hammering your finger onto the guitar. So, now this is where we've got to do quite a big move in quite a short time. I've just been playing with finger 3 on fret 5. I'm going to get finger 1 all the way up to fret 8. There. Now, on your guitar, you might possibly have some dots, as I do here on the edge of the neck. That's fret 5, that's fret 7. It can be very helpful to have those. If you don't, and some guitars don't, you might want to put like a sticker or something, a coloured sticker on one of the frets to help guide you. Because finding your way quickly from down here on fret 5 all the way to fret 8 with different fingers, it's quite tricky to do that accurately. So you might want to mark possibly fret 8 in this case. So that it's easier for you to find. So, from the start, so now I'm up to 8, and then I do open again, all the way up to fret 10 with finger 3, then I've got another hammer on, this time I'm just dropping my finger 1 back to fret 7, and then finger 2 finally gets to play on fret 8. This is all string 1. Okay, now that's the pattern which is repeated, but when it's repeated there are an extra 2 notes that we have to put in at the end. I'll show you that. Those are the notes. Another open string E and another fret 7. All right, so the same pattern as before. Then those 2, all right? And the way it goes, this pattern, the repetition plus the extra 2 notes, goes on for quite a long time. There are other layers come in and there are developments as it moves forward. But this theme lasts for quite a long time at the start of this piece. So my other way of playing it is this. So instead of dropping down to frets 3 and 5 to play those notes G and A, I'm going to play the same notes up here on string 2. Now the frets are 8 and 10, which you might find familiar because the next bit is on 8 and 10 on string 1. So that makes it slightly easier, but the challenge of course is swapping between string 1 and string 2 and then back to string 1 again. It's not the easiest thing to do. So I'll just show you what I'm doing. So you can choose between either sticking to one string, which is a little bit easier, especially for this hand, but the challenge is getting all the way from down here to up there in a very short time. Or the different challenge of swapping strings, but your hand has to move far less and you're moving into the right position. Well, it's actually called 8th position, so my finger 1 is now on fret 8. And then moving back across to string 1. Okay, so that's one for you to get your teeth into. And just for the record, if my brother Brad, who's in California, is watching, I think this is the 5th different shirt I've been wearing that represents the baseball team, the Oakland Athletics. That's our team that we go and see whenever we can. And I think I might possibly have one more that I need to dig out for future videos. So I look forward to that one. All right, so see you all soon. Bye-bye.